so this is the first tag video that I've ever created myself. Now, so bear with me, it is a little bit strange and freeform. I know most tag videos have like a list of questions, but this one is more of an idea kind of thing, and I just want to bounce around this idea and have people respond to it because I think it's cool. So I got this idea from the book supplier who did a video called In Defense of Twilight. Now I'll link to it over here or down below or something like that. And now this video talks about how even though Twilight was a bad book, in the book supplier's opinion, that it still has good things about it, that it contributed to society, that it was a good thing because so on and so forth. So what I want you guys to do is to pick your least favorite book and introduce it to us and then explain why you hate it or why you dislike it, depending on how strong of a word you want to use. But then I want you to remove all that and talk about why maybe the book is good, what it did right, maybe something that is good about it, the best thing you can think of to say about this book, just as a kind of an exercise to talk about maybe why the book doesn't suck as much as you think it does, or maybe what the book has done to contribute to the genre, or something like that. If you can think of anything to talk about, and I think you can, because I think this is something we should all get in the practice of doing. I made a video called Why I Read YA, and I think that this kind of relates to that, in that we should be in the habit of finding good things about books that we don't like, because we shouldn't be trying to discourage each other from reading books, right? So this is sort of in the same vein as that video. So I'm going to go ahead and do an example. I'm going to use Twilight because that's kind of the book I would have chosen as well, and I think that the book supplier did a good job of talking about some things, but I want to talk about others. So Twilight is my least favorite book. I really dislike this book because I think it's misogynistic, I think it's poorly written, I think it's poorly plotted, and I think it provides a really, really bad role model for both young girls and young boys who are looking at how to build relationships. But putting all of that aside, I think there are a couple of things that Twilight did right. Now I think timing is the first thing that Twilight did right. The timing of the publication of Twilight was brilliant. The YA genre had just lost Harry Potter. Harry Potter had just ended, and this was a huge blow to the community. I mean, I think everyone I know who loves YA, and even people I know who don't love YA, felt it when Harry Potter ended. It was like this big chasm opened, and it was like a void. So Twilight filled that. It filled the role of a series that people could jump on board with and love again. Now, I'm not saying that Twilight replaced Harry Potter, I'm just saying that it was a similar idea of a series that people could really love. And that was the first thing I think Twilight did right. The second thing I think Twilight did right is the marketing. I think Twilight was marketed brilliantly. I remember seeing posters up for it, I remember seeing reviews of it before it was out. Like, there were so many, I just don't even know what to do with it. Like, it was a huge explosion, and obviously the marketers were doing something right. Now, the other thing that I think they did right was to get the covers and the titles right. I think, to be fair, Twilight is a stupid title for these books. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with the books. However, the word Twilight makes you think, oh, that's a cool book title. You know, it's not something you see every day, and, well, it is now, but it wasn't then, and I think the titles, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, something Dawn, Breaking Dawn, those were all really great titles. Not necessarily for the series or the books, but they were great titles in and of themselves. Same with the covers. I think the simplicity of the color scheme was genius. And when you see that book on a shelf, you just want to grab it. I mean, I don't now because I know what they are, but then I remember seeing Twilight on a shelf and being like, wow, that's a really pretty cover, or that's a really well designed cover. Of course, that has nothing to do with the books, but they are grabbing and eye-catching. So that's what I think Twilight did right. So now what I want to do is see all of you guys talk about what books you hate and what you think they did right. So I want to tag some people, and I am trying to not tag everyone I know, because obviously that's a lot of people, but I am going to tag quite a few of you. I'm tagging 13 because it's 2013 and that seems like a cool number. So I'm tagging Alyssa from AC Reads, BlondeBookBee, BriBookReviews, BethJune327, BrysonandBooks, EmilyTheOddOne, Kerriforlife, HeathersBookReviews, KimberleysBookNook, Kitkatscanread, In Which Marlin Reads Books, Vivaciousfiction, and The Forsaken 707. It'd be really cool if you guys all did this tag. I would really love it, and if I didn't tag you, you're still tagged because that would be cool, and I would really like to see you guys all do this tag. So let me know down below if you're going to do it or submit it as a video response, and I'll see you guys next time.